Hi all. In this video is something about I'm here to deliver a small topic on selection of paddy parboiling unit, that which is best suited for either farm level or household level. So this topic is being delivered with the concept of design thinking. So we all know what is design thinking. So it is a creative method of problem solving where it involves five crucial steps like emphasize the problem, define the problem identified, then we have to ideate from the identified problem, then we are creating a prototype and testing is done in order to get the ideas for the solution to the problems. So from this for this topic, our problem statement is that the cultivation of the paddy was undertaken in a farm and it was harvested. Now this paddy has to be parboiled for household consumption, so that the best method or the parboiling unit has to be chosen, which will be a eco-friendly one and also a cheaper also. So based on this problem statement, our empathy is like we framed. At present, the paddy is parboiled in metal containers using conventional fuels or by using some agricultural residues in a very less efficient stoves in farms and villages. So we have to need I mean a need has been arisen to find or select the best method or parboiling unit which should be more eco-friendly and the cheaper one. So as we all know, what is parboiling is nothing but parboiling involves partial boiling of the paddy before it is being milled. Why it is done? Mainly to increase its nutritional value, to change the texture of the cooked rice, and also to reduce the breakage during the milling process. So this is the basic definition of parboiling and why we are parboiling the paddy. The main objective or the need for parboiling is it is a hydrothermal treatment of paddy before, as we told, it is going for milling. It includes like soaking, steaming and the drying procedure. The primary objective is mainly to increase the quality of the rice and to obtain a higher milling yield. And the parboiled rice will exhibit several advantages over the unparboiled ones, such as improved kernel strengthening, increased milling recovery, and prevention of loss of nutrients associated with milling and improved shelf life. From the economic point of view, the quality of the milled rice is of paramount importance, since grain size, shape, witnesses and cleanliness are strongly correlated with the transaction price of rice while the presence. So these are the few general steps that are involved in the parboiling process. First, the paddy is being cleaned, then soaked in warm water for 18 to 24 hours. Steaming is being done, then drying, then milling and dehusking, sorting, grading according to the quality of rice, and packing and storage. So first step is the washing. So washing is mainly done with a large quantity of water. This is mainly done to remove all type of dirt or residues that are present in the paddy as well as unripe grains. So due to that, all the unripe grains or the sand that is found and the other amount of dirt are all discarded from the paddy to retrieve the clean paddy. And next is soaking in water. After draining, after washing, we drain the excess water. Then by the using of the cast iron aluminum pot, we are soaking the same paddy for approximately 40 minutes, 20 to 40 minutes for about 25 kg of paddy. After heating, the paddy is being removed from the fire, then let to cool down overnight for 12 hours. Then we are pre-cooking the paddy with the steam. So this is the stage of parboiling. The drip dry paddy is poured into the steaming pan, which has been inserted into a pot containing clean water. Indeed, the water contained in the pot should not touch the bottom of the pan so that the product will not be wet. And the same water is heated to its boiling point, and the vapor generated passes through the holes of the pan and it will pre-cook the paddy rice. This process will end when it is observed that some of the husks of the paddy grains have burst or heavy sound is heard when tapping the grains using the palm of one's hand. Duration of this pre-cooking process is about 13 minutes for 24 kg of paddy. Then we are drying. The steamed paddy is being first sun dried for about 1 hour 30 minutes. Then again it is been spread on the tarpaulin or drying areas, and again it is reduced the moisture content to 21 to 10% moisture content. And then keeping this in mind, we are defining the problem as from the after aforesaid discussion, it is obvious that parboiling is one of the most essential process from before milling to retain the nutrition quality as well as to reduce the amount of broken rice. So we have to choose a proper method of parboiling at farm level to economize the process and to reduce the pollution caused by the burning of fuel. So keeping that in mind, we have ideated the process of parboiling at household level, the following methods. One is a traditional parboiling using conventional stoves, parboiling by electric heaters, and parboiling using solar water heater. Okay, so first is the household paddy parboiling. This function of this is mainly to parboil paddy uniformly. So in this picture we can see the paddy parboiling unit for household purpose. Here main salient feature of this is uniform parboiling and increased head rice recovery was possible. It can also be used as a storage bin when it is not being used during parboiling. Times 45 minutes of parboiling the first batch of soaked paddy and 25 minutes for the subsequent batches. Overall capacity of this is 125 kg per batch, and only 5 kg of firewood per batch is being utilized for this. Cost of the overall unit was approximately only 4,500 bucks, and cost of operation is 7 per hour, rupees 7 per hour. Some of the disadvantages of this, it is observed that more loss takes place in this unit. So when it is incomplete combustion of fuel occurs, so besides increasing the atmospheric pollution by the release of the carbon dioxide, so hence this was not recommended. Next, they adopted a parboiling by electric heaters. This involves a high use of electricity. So in this picture you can see a parboiling unit with the help of the electric heaters. Also, we use electricity obtained by thermal power plant is indirectly responsible for the release of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. So this method also has few disadvantages. So keeping both the methods in mind, they had developed a parboiler using the solar energy. So advantages of this was much cheaper in a longer run. Transformation of solar energy does not produce any of the toxic byproducts, and hence it is pollution free and also more safe, and available of more than 300 days in a year in India, and needs less maintenance of solar energy gadgets. And average use of solar radiation available in India is 600 watts per meter square. So this is a solar cum biomass paddy parboiling system that was developed. So the arrangement of this is seen in the shown in the picture, where paddy parboiling unit with along with the solar heating system, water heating system is attached. The main process, it will hold a capacity of 100 kg of paddy. Paddy is mainly hot soaked for 4 hours at 60 degrees Celsius. The solar water heater raise in water temperature when the atmospheric temperature range of the 30.5 to 34.6, and the solar insulation range from 600 to 832 watts per meter square. Steaming process is nearly only for 45 minutes. The total cost of this parboiler is 100 kg of paddy is around only rupees 101. The total cost is only around 22,000. So we conclude from all these discussions that one can very well notice that for the paddy parboiling in a more simpler process, in case of household parboiling, the solar energy based parboiling method is much better and more efficient when compared to the parboil electric method and the traditional parboiler. Because in the case of solar energy, the fuel needed in sunlight, which is natural and completely pollution free and high temperature, is being reached, and the materials are not much expensive. But in case of electric heaters, It is not suitable for household unit because electricity consumption is much higher and it is responsible for indirect release of greenhouse gases to the atmosphere. And the materials are not are also like more expensive in case of electric heaters, and the time taken to complete the process is also much higher. So these are some of the textbooks and the references. Thank you.